Welcome to Discussing Dad Life, where we break down bullshit so you don't have to. I'm Void, this is No, and let's go.
Hi, hello.
Welcome to Wednesdays. The Wellspring Wednesdays.
Wellspring. Why is it Wellspring Wednesdays?
Wellspring is a term that refers to the upbringing of children.
Family?
Yeah.
Family.
So, discussing dad life, we do 3 different types. Mondays is main event Mondays, which we go over the political news and current events that are going on in the world, things that are important. And Void and I, when we set this up, we set the schedule up. It's very important to know what's going on politically and what's going on around the world. If you are a father and have you have children, making sure that you're prepared to make sure that they're protected and cared for of what's going on. Wellspring Wednesdays is meant to be conversational topics, or like we played a game last week.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be conversational or regarding more of like the family focus. And then Fan Favorite Fridays is typically we do a music video reaction, or channel updates. What's that?
Or video.
Yeah. Or take shorts, YouTube shorts, and
didn't one time you guys react to a podcast?
Yeah, we reacted to Donovan Sharp. Great guy. Don't know him, but I've seen some of his work, and it seems right. I mean, the one we reacted to. Stop kicking the table, please.
Sorry.
The one that we reacted to is actually talking about some of his personal stuff and finding out that his girlfriend was cheating, but instead of being cheated on, he was the one that was doing the cheating. He didn't realize it. She had a boyfriend that she was stepping out on to be with him. So it's just, cheating, no bueno, no fun. And if you ever suspect your spouse of cheating, there are red flags that you can look at and kind of see. And you can be blunt and upfront and just end it, or you can be a little more reserved in your way and actually get proof that is going on. Multiple ways you can handle that, but men and women both cheat. I do like what's his name? Fit from Fresh and Fit. I do like his saying that men don't cheat the exercise option. I think it's hilarious. I don't agree with it, but I do like the saying because it's catchy, right? Because I understand his reasoning. It is extremely hard for men to attract women. Did you know that? Because men's way to, or men, when they are attracted to a woman, there's like 2 or 3 items on their checklist. Bam. Is she cute? Is she fit? Is she hot? Right? That's basic men. That is the initial attraction checklist for men. Is she cute? Is she fit? Is she hot?
That's mean.
Women's initial checklist is like 10 feet
Strong.
tall, wall to wall.
Strong. Most of the time older than you.
Yep.
In shape and not mean.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 that I would look out for.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
And also no kids.
Oh, no kids, huh?
That
is a newer trend. It typically had been in the past where if men had children from a prior relationship, most women did not care. That is, I have noticed that there is more of a trend where women now care if the man that they're dating has children, which is interesting. I do know that men typically do not want to date a woman that has children from a prior relationship. And that is more or less just because of a biological inheritedness in us, that we don't want to have to raise another man's child. That man should be raising his own child.
But what if the man died?
There are differences, right? And there's levels of people. Like, so what I would prefer to date someone that has no children.
Yeah.
But let's say he is in the dating phase. He might be like, oh, I'm willing to date someone that has 2 children. And there might be another guy that is willing to date a girl that has 6 children. But the reason, and it also matters on how that relationship ended. If that husband died, that is completely different than her leaving, right? It's also completely different if she has 6 children from 6 different guys. That is a completely different scenario as well.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't even take her myself.
Exactly, right? So, but one thing that, I hope to impart on you is don't shame men for having standards. It's okay for you to have standards. It is also okay for the guy that you're potentially going to date in the future.
We were going to talk about 4-H.
We are. We're going to move into that. But we kind of got off on topic. And
we got off really.
But this is a good conversation to have. But so just keep in mind, it is okay. It is actually preferable that you have standards. And I will hopefully model some standards that you want in a man. And hopefully the things that you don't like that I do, you can also take that for what it's worth, right? Mm-hmm. But just keep in mind that the man that you end up dating is also going to have standards as well. Mm-hmm. And men's standards, while they're viewed as chauvinistic or old school or whatnot, they typically tend to be a little bit more conservative. They want a woman with a low body count.
What's a body count again?
How many sexual partners they've had.
Yeah.
They tend
Doesn't
to.
that also mean how many people you've killed?
No. Well, I mean, theoretically, it could mean how many people you've killed, but no. Yeah. So, okay. Moving on to the main topic of our Wellspring Wednesday. Sorry for that long segue. But Moo has decided we are going to talk about 4-H. So what is 4-H, Moo? Since you know way more about this than I do.
I know almost everything about it. You only know that much.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking you. What is 4-H? Break it down for the people. What is 4-H?
So 4-H is kind of where, say you have goats and you want to. What's that noise?
It's your brother.
Oh.
He's stretching.
Okay. It sounds like someone just died. Or is dying.
Yeah.
So say I ride horses in 4-H. So say we sign up for 4-H and we go and we just
keep going.
And we go for sometimes each week and we just practice. And if you do 4-H, you also do fair. And so fair and 4-H are kind of the same thing, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
4-H. I'm sorry, I'm completely forgetting about what 4-H is for a weird reason.
Can I give the definition of what 4-H is?
Yeah.
Okay, I pulled up what 4-H is.
Yeah.
So from 4H.org, 4-H is America's largest youth development organization, empowering nearly 6 million young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Now, the nice thing that I learned about 4-H,
it's about
when you started going through this, and I was helping your mom a little bit with it, is there are a variety of topics that you can go. So she mentioned horses and you mentioned goats. Okay, go ahead.
Goats, horses, cows, steers, I think is what they're
called.
Steers are cows. What was another thing? Chickens, bunnies, dogs. I don't think there's any for cats. There's not.
Oh, I'm sure there is for some. There's some areas, right?
There's some areas for cats. I do horses and miniature horses. I used to do goats only. Oh, and there's also 4-leaf clover.
That's your, yeah.
No.
That's the
4-leaf
clover is for the younger children.
It's for kids that are under 7 and over 5, under 7.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the introductory.
It's like you're getting introduced to 4-H and fair.
So she's listing off animals that you can do, but you can also do other things. You can do art,
baking,
cheese making.
Cheese making is the same thing as baking.
No,
it's not.
No, completely different.
You can also do rodeos.
Yeah.
You can do rodeos. I want to do rodeos, but they're very dangerous, so I choose not to. You could do bowls for the rodeo, where they buck.
Yeah.
You could do sewing. That's what Mom wanted to get me into, I think. That's kind of all I remember. Oh, you can also do crafts.
Yeah.
There's a ton of stuff. Oh, and it's also like the reason the reason my mom likes me doing 4-H is because it teaches you leadership and stuff.
It does teach you leadership.
It does teach you
It also
leadership.
helps you hone your skills in certain areas, right?
Mhm.
So,
And it also helps with like she said something else, I can't remember though.
no, fair. So, yeah, 4-H is very... I like the
hard.
fact that you guys are in 4-H.
I love 4-H. It's my
It-
favorite. I just miss doing goats, but I also don't miss doing goats because it's very stinky in there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's not stinky in the horse barns, though.
But yeah, so 4-H helps you develop leadership skills. It helps you hone your skills. It helps you develop a sense of commitment and
it helps you-
determination.
And it helps with, like, not being so mad at people. That's what Mom says it's, like, means, kind of.
What does that mean?
So, she says that it, like, teaches us to be nice and, like, kind and, like,
Well, yeah.
that stuff.
Well, we kind of had a similar topic last night. There are rude people in this world, right?
Yeah.
So, learning a skill in a setting where you don't get to control everyone that's around you
Nope.
helps you develop the skill in order to effectively communicate with other people, and also how to effectively control your own emotions, so that way you can function in a society without negative consequences per se.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's lots of good things that happen in 4-H, I think. So anytime that you can get your children involved in things like this is a positive. She obviously enjoys it. Am I putting words in your mouth? What's that look for?
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Everything you just said left my mind.
I said you obviously enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Some people don't because there are also a lot of things that could happen.
Right.
Like,
So
say, horses. A lot of kids get bucked off.
mhm.
One of my friends, her horse bolted with her, and bolted kind of means that they they just run. They just run, and they're bucking and running, and they just bolt. Like kind of like lightning, like
Yeah.
a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
They just bolt with them, and she got thrown off. And you can get seriously hurt. Like one of my 4-H girls, her horse ran with her. They bolted too, and someone caught the horse. Both of her wrists were broken, and she had to go to the hospital. And both of her wrists were broken.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we could hear the scream all the way from like 20 miles away. She was just screaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cried a
So-
little bit.
But that also is a nice, valuable lesson to learn in life, is that life is inherently dangerous,
Yeah.
right? You can't control your environment 100%.
I almost got kicked by my cow.
Yeah.
She almost kicked me.
Mm-hmm. So
I have good reflexes though. I was like, nope.
you were like Neo from The Matrix? Oh my gosh, we need to watch The Matrix now.
Dang it.
Okay, I made a reference and she has no idea what I'm talking about. So we're going to fix that, guys. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yes, I get boba.
4-H may not be for everyone. But
Probably.
if your kids are interested in getting
Oh,
into
we
a
also do turkeys.
Oh, okay. If your kids are interested in doing a social setting where they get to learn and interact, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys have like workbooks and stuff you have to fill out
So
because it's
they're
about
called-
learning as well.
I
Correct?
actually have mine here, but so there are these little books, and you get a ribbon. So say since I do 4-H, if you get a blue ribbon, it means that you were safe and you did a good job.
Mhm.
And then there are a whole bunch of other colors. I got a blue ribbon on my book, but it was just like a blue sticker.
Yeah.
And at the end, you do have a end of the year 4-H party for where I go. And you get your book back, and there are like D&B gift cards that they give you, and you get money from each blue ribbon you got. I got a few blue ribbons, mostly from miniature horses, though.
Yeah, you did get quite a big
I
cube.
did.
And you also got to compete in the grand championship round, too. You remember that?
With what?
With your mini horse.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did really good on that one, too.
Yeah, she came in first place in a couple of them, and then she actually...
It's because there was only 2 people, so...
No, there was more than 2 people.
No, for, like, my class.
No, there was more than 2 people in your class.
I know, but, like, in my class.
No, what I'm saying is there was more than 2 people in your class.
No, there wasn't. There was only 2 people, me and another girl with her miniature horse.
Oh, I could have swore there was
So
4.
we were the juniors. No, we were the newbies.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you were the beginners.
We were the beginners. Then there was the juniors, and then there was
The intermittent, and then the expert.
the intermediate,
seniors.
and then the seniors. We were the juniors, intermediate, and then I forgot what it was called.
Beginners, intermediate, and seniors.
Seniors, yeah.
Right. So you won.
And there were
first
only
place.
2 people in my class.
Oh, I could have swore there was 4.
No.
But you came in first, and then you got to compete against the junior and the senior, and then the
I
junior
lost.
actually won.
Yeah, the junior won. No, I'm pretty sure the senior won.
The junior one. The
yeah.
intermittent.
Junior won. I lost, and then the senior came in second.
Yep.
The only reason but I did really good though for my first ever time doing 4-H.
The judge even pulled you to the side and said, like, you did pretty good for this being your first time.
The judge didn't pull me aside. The senior pulled me aside and said, "You're doing really good for the."
Oh,
for
the
your
judge.
first time."
The judge was standing next to you, giving you tips, right?
Yeah, the
Like,
judge was
things to work on for next year.
The judge was telling me to work on things. Well, these are what I could work on, and like tips, and then.
Get the mugs. Visit the merch store.
Really?
Sorry.
Yeah, get a shirt too.
Yeah, look at that.
Pink's the
Your
best color.
Beautiful. Hey, and if you really want, I'm telling you, you guys, reach out to us. We will get you these candles. They are amazing. Super Bowl Sunday, we were over at my sister's, her aunt's.
I made 20.
No,
Yeah, $24.
don't worry about that.
I made $24,
Oh my gosh.
and I got 13 back.
It was very nice to see. We were over there waiting for the game to start, and she wanted to go out, walk around, and sell some candles. And it was nice seeing her go up and down 2 blocks and go and talk to all these various people. And she was able to sell some candles. And
I was so shy though.
but the simple fact is, you got out of your comfort zone. You went and did it. It was dedication, and I was proud to see it happen.
I'm not always
you
out of my
care.
comfort zone.
But yeah,
My comfort zone is in my room,
yeah.
watching shows.
Nonetheless, getting back to 4-H, what I was trying to say is, if you have children that are interested in learning skills and being in a social setting and doing these things, it doesn't have to be animals. If you live in a city and you want to do cheese making, there are 4-H's that do cheese making. There's art, there's sewing, there's a bunch of other things. Go ahead and this is great activities to do with your child to get them more socially adept and to learn valuable skills.
I also forgot to put something in. There's also fruit growing. You can grow fruit. Like I saw like this big of a pumpkin. It was a really big pumpkin.
4-H is typically, from my understanding, is typically more agricultural based, meaning animals growing and like home ec arts.
It's kind of like farming. It's a farming thing.
Yeah. But if your child's not interested in any of that stuff, there are plenty of other things to get interested in, like your cousins.
Which
Really into big
cousins?
motocross, right?
Which cousins?
All 3 of your cousins that do motocross that we go and watch every now and again.
Oh yeah, those ones.
yeah. So
Wait.
motocross is definitely something else you can
Yeah.
get involved in. And everything has risks. You know, don't be a helicopter parent and try to protect your child from risks.
Yeah.
It is better to expose them to the risks in a semi-controlled or majority-controlled environment, such as 4-H or such as motocross, where there are risks involved, but hopefully they can learn the skills necessary and avoid being hurt. And even if they do get hurt, it's typically valuable in helping them grow. So, Anything else you want to cover about 4-H, or you thinking we're good?
Oh, I have some tips though. If your kids do want to ride horses, though, I advise not a tall one if they're like little. Well, they have to be over 8, but like if they're new to riding, probably not a horse that's not trained. Kind of like an old one. That's what we did for me, and I rode really well. Rode really well.
Thank you.
What was my other tip? Oh, bring something that's cold or a freezer. Not a freezer.
Ice pack, cooler.
Cooler. Bring a cooler and get something that's cold, like an ice pack or something.
4-H is typically happening over the summer, and in southern Idaho, it tends to
And
get
it
a
is
little bit hot. Gets into the 90s,
It gets
100s.
pretty hot.
Definitely not like scorched earth like Phoenix would be, but it still gets hot. Did I ever tell you about the time I went to go pick up the car from my grandfather, your great-grandfather, over in Phoenix in the middle of summer? Oh, my Lanta. Pick up this car, and I'm driving it back over towards Texas area. And this car is like a 92 Pontiac Grand Am or Grand Prix or something like that. No AC. In the middle of summer outside of Phoenix. I was dying. Like, it was like 140 degrees in that car. I was driving with the windows down, and it didn't make a dang bit of difference. Oh, my gosh, it was bad. Oh,
I'm glad I wasn't with.
Yeah. Your grandfather, my dad, my grandfather was Alzheimer's, starting to go bad. Anyway, your aunt was pregnant with her first. So my dad got the car from my grandfather. I flew out, picked it up, and drove it back for my sister. And yeah, that was a trip. That was
That
definitely
must
a trip.
have been so much fun for you.
It was definitely miserable.
It was so fun, huh?
Granted, when I started climbing into the lower Rockies and the temperature started dropping out from going up in the elevation, I was so thankful because it was bad.
At one point in 4-H, I wanted to quit. Like, I wanted to completely quit. I wanted to go home, and I wanted to take off. I wanted to put a tank top on and really short shorts on and just go sit in my room with the AC on and lay on my bed. Well, lay on somewhere cold.
Yep.
It was so hot. And I was like I was crying because it was so hot. And we were trying to figure out my freestyle. I was so hot.
Yeah.
I hated it.
But you stuck with it.
I did stick with it. I did stick with it.
Yeah. So, okay, I think we're going to end it.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. Till then, peace.